Hi, I'm Jodi Robinson, an instructor with iQuilt, and I wanted to share with you today a little tip about a really easy way to achieve quilting patterns on your quilts without having to actually mark or decide on any patterns. And how I came upon this kind of tip is that I was at IKEA. I was shopping for this black and white fabric. I wanted it for my quilt backing. While I was in the store, as soon as I saw the fabric on the bolt, I actually realized that this pattern is so large in scale that I realized right away I could just quilt these lines and this pattern would be so neat. And so I took it home and I did do that. The kind of thing that you have to remember is if you are a domestic machine quilter, if you're going to quilt this on your home machine, you're gonna, you would want to baste, pin, however you like to do that, and you're just going to quilt it upside down. So you want to be looking at this backing fabric and you're going to stitch along the wavy lines. You certainly could also choose to stitch along the straight lines. When you're done, you'll look at the other side and you'll have this really neat wavy pattern. And you can see here I kind of showed where you could fill in the centers if you wanted to do that. I am a long arm quilter, and so if you have a long arm machine, you're going to have to set your quilt up a little bit differently because you're going to mount your backing fabric on the top and you're going to mount the top on your backing rollers. And it really is no different. You're just going to stitch the same as you would were it the other way. And again, you'd stitch along these wavy lines. You could stitch the straight lines. And again, you could add designs, more. If you have other bold and graphic fabric, it's not limited to just this fabric. This just works really well for modern quilts. If you have maybe a floral fabric, even just graphic shapes, you certainly could use them just the same. You would mount it, stitch around maybe the flowers or the leaves, whatever's on the fabric, and then when you flip it over, you have your quilting design without having to mark. You didn't have to think about placement, and you end up with a quilted quilt. If you'd like to learn more about modern quilting designs, sign up for my class on iQuilt.